Hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. How you doing? These types of videos are always fascinating. People leaving America for Europe, which especially right now, election season. Every election, which really for the past 3 elections, they've all had Trump in them. This will be the last Trump election. Wow. Imagine that. It's always, if Trump wins, I'm moving to Europe. So you guys might have a big influx of American, not tourists, but expats. So I apologize for that. I'm just kidding. Why I left the USA, American in Germany. Jessie Lena. Check her out, link down below. This should be fascinating. Let's do it.
Hi, my name is Jessie and welcome back to my channel. I am originally from California and I have been living abroad for over 6 years now. I have lived in Argentina, Spain, and Germany. Germany is where I have spent the most time. Today's video is not about which countries I moved to or what I like about those countries, but rather it is why I left the US. I have made videos about why I moved to Germany, why I moved to Argentina, and I made one about reasons why I don't want to move back to the US. But I think there's a difference
Go check out her channel. Those sound fascinating.
Between why I chose to move away from the US and why I don't want to go back.
I just want to see exactly when this was uploaded. 2021.
I grew up with a German mother, so I grew up going on trips to Germany, and my family traveled a lot around the Western United States on
That would make it a lot easier of a transition if you grew up, going to Europe. For someone like me who's never been to Europe, to just move there would be so terrifying.
Road trips, and I think I've just always had a certain travel bug in me. When I was a teenager applying to colleges for my bachelor's degree, I actually always looked up what the travel abroad programs were like at the university.
I'm really upset I never took advantage of those programs for whatever reason as a kid. Maybe it's just an American type of mindset. It just never, it just didn't spark my interest. I didn't care, to be honest. Traveling, just in general, really at all. Not even I didn't even care about traveling around the USA. I just didn't care at all about traveling. But now as an adult, I'm like, man, I wish I had done some of those study abroad programs. That would have been awesome.
I was applying to because
So if you're a young kid, do it. Do the abroad thing.
always looked up what the travel abroad programs were like at the universities I was applying
If you have that opportunity
to, because I knew I wanted to spend a year abroad, and made a difference to me what the options were, like how much I could study and where I could go, and I was really invested in making sure that I could travel as part of my bachelor's degree, and afterwards I chose to work abroad teaching English, and now I'm studying abroad.
That's always a really interesting option, I will say. I think all you need for a lot of countries is a bachelor's degree. And you can go to a foreign country and teach English in a lot of countries, at least like in China, I think. I don't know. I'm kind of talking out of my butt. Hold on. Here we go. I just asked the almighty ChatGPT. I said engineering just because it's like random, it's, to make it clear. It's not a bachelor's degree in teaching. It's just a random ass bachelor's degree. So in East Asia, Southeast Asia, okay, in Europe, only requires a bachelor's degree. Italy and Czech Republic, you need a TEFL certificate. Got it. Okay, so as far as Europe, some limited options, but they're there. Maybe that's why she moved to Spain.
Doing my master's in Germany, so I always had this desire to travel. I wanted to make the most of it because I think some people say, I will work hard and build up my career and then I will go. Or I will work hard and have a family and live my life, and when I retire, then I will travel.
That's way off into the future, huh?
And I always had this fear that I want to travel now, but if I push it off.
I think I've decided, I'm just going to try to travel at some point with my family. I'm not going to wait till I'm like 70 I mean, here in America, you might never retire. So I'm not waiting to retire. I'm just going to travel at some point with the family. You know what I mean? They're going to have to figure it out. Come on, kids.
Off for whatever amount of time. When that time comes for me to travel, maybe I don't
But I do want them to be at least able to, you know, like follow directions.
want to travel in that moment, and perhaps I would regret not going in the moment when I wanted to go. And I want to try to live my life to the fullest, and that's why I chose to seek out how I can travel and live abroad. And I am definitely privileged enough to be able to do so. Not everybody has this privilege, and I'm very thankful that I have been able to make this dream of mine happen. Well, like I said, I just always had this deep desire to experience life.
I mean, I guess if you're young, then, you know, if you're young and don't have a lot of obligations, then it's really not that difficult to, if you're brave enough to do it, you know, pack up and go. You just need a plane ticket and, you know, I don't know. just do it, see if it works out.
Life abroad, and this meant not just traveling, but I really wanted to get to know other cultures on a deeper, more personal level. That's why I wanted.
I actually really don't know a lot of the laws as far as visas and stuff and all that jazz. I hate how complicated all that is for if you're trying to stay for a longer time and work in a different country.
To live somewhere, because if you just spend a few weeks somewhere, it's not the same as spending a year there. And I just really wanted to go to other countries and just really get to know the culture, like a deep dive into cultures, and just to get to know how other people in the world think and how their governments work, how their daily life is different than mine in the States.
So this is a bit of a different type of explanation than a lot of people might say. This is more of a positive one. You know, a lot of people are like, I left the USA because it sucks. I left the USA because the healthcare, I didn't feel like going bankrupt, you know, getting cancer and going bankrupt.
I wanted to live abroad instead of just lots of trips to different countries, and I'm so happy I did so, because it is really amazing to see how other cultures view life and how they go about living, and it has changed my perspective on how I want to live my own life as well. Another reason why I wanted to leave the US was just that I wanted to learn the language. I moved to Germany so I could learn more German, and I moved to Argentina so I could focus on my Spanish. I think that trying to immerse yourself as much as possible is a great way to learn a language, and it is just a great way to experience the country when you're able to talk to the people. In my early 20s, I wanted to live abroad, to travel and live somewhere else, just because I felt like there was more to life than the American lifestyle, and I just wanted to experience how other cultures live, how other countries work, and how the people are living their lives. I think it's important to get to know other cultures. It helps you become more open-minded and just understand more about how the world works.
See, not every American is super closed-minded and doesn't think about these things ever.
Because we live in such an interconnected world, and I think it is important to understand each other, understand how we think, and living abroad helps you understand more about, you know, cultural connections and differences. All in all, I basically left the US just because
I'm sure her German mother, you know, instilled some of that mindset into her. So maybe it's a little bit of a cheat code, you know, she had a German mom, but still, she's an American. And she wanted to get to know other cultures. What was that? Guys, let me know if someone bursts in through that door. I'm ready to fight.
I had this desire to travel and see the world and get to know more of the world, and I am so happy that I've spent my 20s just doing exactly what I wanted to do. I'm so happy that I took the plunge and moved to another country. It's really scary, but it has worked out really well for me. Leave a comment
That's awesome.
below if you have ever left your home country and lived somewhere else.
Nope.
And let me know why you wanted to leave your home.
That was such a positive video. Oh, man. Wow. It's almost like a relief. Like, wow, okay, I didn't have to, you know, it wasn't depressing. Most of these videos make me feel a little bit more depressed, you know. It's more about, you know, America's healthcare system, education system, kind of the culture in America about the work culture, the overworking, the minimal vacation time, all that stuff, which is fair enough. That's fair enough reason to leave. But this was really just, hey, I wanted to see the world. Okay, fair enough. C'est vous, Jessie. That sounds French. I know it's not. It's German. But that was a really wonderful, very honest, and well-spoken video. Indeed. Love the video, yes. I was curious if there were any. Oh, wow. There's really not very many comments. Well, this says 17. What the heck? I don't count 17 here. And what's the ... YouTube confuses me sometimes. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Go check out her channel. Give her a follow. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.